Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Zone Friends. Today we have Asia and Khalil joining us, couple of the year. And then we got Irvin, Ruben Dorsonville. So today we
Whoa,
wanted
don't
to
put
talk
my
about,
government out there like that.
it's too late, bro. Today we wanted to talk about just, the thing about friendships with men and females. Like, can they exist, or are they fake? Are they fabricated? Like, stuff like that. So I just wanted to ask Asia, does she think it's possible for a man and a girl to be friends with no strings attached?
I say yes and no,
Okay.
but mainly yes.
Why mainly yes?
Mainly yes because I don't want to say all niggas out there are bad, like, and only want to fuck girls, and like, because there are actually some guys out there who are cool with females for the most part and don't want nothing.
Right.
But there's the other majority. I don't even want to say majority. That like want something out of females. Like they'll start being friends with them, and then it might not even be right away. It could be later down the line, and then eventually be like, oh, I like you, and I've always liked you, and then that friendship's broken, and then gross and annoying.
And
Well, it's not broken because you guys can address it, but
Well, yeah, no, it really
it's
wouldn't
kind
be
of
broken.
like
go on, Irvin.
no. You gotta, like, you can address it as friends because it's kind of like, oh yeah, you guys are mutual. This is a mutual conversation. You guys have a conversation. You acknowledge each other's feelings in that sense, and then you have to make a decision. If you guys decide to go to the next step, then yeah. But then if you guys decide not to, the friendship is still intact. Yes, there is some sort of, oh yeah, understand that, yes, at some point he had feelings for me, but he'll get over it.
Okay.
You understand what I mean?
Kane?
I would definitely say yes and no, but almost the same as Asia. It definitely depends. Now, in a lot of situations, especially where it's like, guys and girls being friends, it usually starts out really pure. Usually, I'm not, what I'm saying? There are a lot of times where a guy has ulterior motives, or even, a lot of cases where the female has ulterior motives. And going into the whole situation, the whole little, relationship, because a relationship is based off anything. You have a relationship with your parents. You know what I'm saying? So the relationship between those two, just as platonic friends, if we're talking strictly platonic friends, then yeah, of course it's possible. But at the same time, it's like, if you're slashing and then acting like you're not together, but then one of you assume, like, it's just, there's too many variables, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're slashing on the side. Like, you can't just be like, yeah, y'all are friends. Y'all could be cool. Everybody's seen the movie Friends with Benefits with Ashton Kutcher. Cool. But even in that movie, they caught feelings. You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to be no strings attached. So there's a lot of situations where it's supposed to be no strings attached, even if we are supposed to be just friends. If I see you in public and we slash the night before, you know what I'm saying? Keep walking. But some people can't do that.
So from my personal experience, right, with me growing up, I've had a lot of female friends, and they would be my best friends and stuff. And they would start off as my friend, right? Now, throughout the process of us becoming better friends, I would catch feelings. Now, I didn't expect anything from them. I wasn't like their friend just to get with them or anything. Like, I genuinely wanted to be their friends, but I also caught feelings, right? So then that brings me to my next question. Do you think it's okay to be attracted to a friend of the opposite sex? Like, is that possible?
I feel like most definitely.
Still maintain that friendship.
Yeah, I'm attracted to my female friends. All my friends are bad bitches, okay? All my friends look good.
Kane's like, I'm about to lose my girl tonight.
Yo.
Listen,
They be
but I'm
over
also
there a
not gonna
lot
go and
too.
try to fuck them. Like, that's because they're my friend. I feel like everybody, I don't know.
I feel like on some level, you can't really be friends with the opposite sex unless you think they're at least decent looking. You know what I'm saying? I feel like at some level, a lot of us are a little bit shallow, even though we don't want to admit it. Because listen, nobody wants to be friends with an ugly guy. Nobody wants to be friends with an ugly girl. You know what I'm saying? You want the guy and the girl to make you look better. Even if that's not your man. What?
Hey, stop it right there. We know a whole bunch of females that be their ugly friends for no reason.
Okay.
So we can't keep going with this and say, oh yeah, I'm somewhat attracted to my friends to some degree, and then we have to acknowledge that we got silverbacks in the group of.
All right, but
bitches.
Irvin, we hype you up.
That's true. Actually, no, you don't. No, you don't.
Listen,
You got on my, like.
Hey, we told you stop settling for fours. Did we not say that? You said you can do way better.
Stop
Exactly.
selling.
You know what I'm saying?
Ahab, all right, but you know,
Listen, all jokes aside, the females that hype up their friends, what do you want them to say? Oh, you're ugly. Like they gotta. If not, they're not boosting up their friends, who will? I respect it at some level, but don't go overboard saying I wish I was you, because you know damn well that's a lie.
Oh no, see, but I mean, that all depends on the female. I don't know. I mean, I think all my friends dropped it gorgeous, like they really are.
Do you wish you were them though?
No, because I love me.
Exactly.
Like,
But some girls are saying it
also,
when they know they don't believe it.
But my friends aren't also saying they wish they were me. Like, I don't know.
That's fair.
I just feel like women in general, at least my friends in general, we're happy with ourselves. We're content. We're pretty confident, and we boost each other up. We don't want to be like anybody else.
Okay. And Irvin, have you ever had a female friend that you grew attached to or had feelings for at one point in your life?
Yeah, but then I had to address it and just get over it.
Did you tell her or?
Yeah, it's known by the public. Yeah.
The public.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry.
It's out there.
Okay. So did it end well or bad?
Right? Like,
No, it's just you address it, you go on with your day, and we still straight.
Okay. Because I feel like a lot of the times when you have a female friend and you're a guy, they might cross the line. You know what I'm saying? Like they might touch you or they might do things and then they might tickle you. They might do stuff. And then your job is to not acknowledge it, because the minute you acknowledge it, you're playing yourself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like girls want to get a reaction out of you. And then when they finally get that reaction, they'll be like, but we're just friends. So that's why, like, no matter what happens to me, I'm like, listen, that's my friend. Like, I'm not saying anything, because the minute I acknowledge it, that's when they want to be like, oh, we're just friends. I thought we were friends. So that's
here's the thing.
oh, because
Asia, you can go.
okay, just because I don't know, like girls naturally, like I'm the type of person, like all my friends, like I'm always touching them. I smack all my friends' asses.
911.
I always what? Stop it! I do though. Like I always tell them how fat their asses are and their nice body part. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like bodies are just bodies, and you know.
All right, but if a guy were to do this, though.
Oh, okay. All right. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Because my female friends can like hug me whenever they want, or like tickle me from behind. But say if I put my hand on them, we have a whole list of problems, you know. And I'm not even trying to make that.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
It's different circumstances.
I personally think that females kind of go overboard with it. Guys just can't. You have to acknowledge that there's certain things that we can't do. Most of my female friends have like decided to sit on my lap, and I'm just looking at them like, you know, you shouldn't be doing this, right?
You better get a little pokey.
No. No, but you know, it looks quite like to people who are looking at us from the outside, it's kind of like they're thinking that, oh, they're probably together. Are you guys together? And now you guys gotta have that conversation.
Okay, that's a good thing you brought up, because I get mistaken for that a lot, right? And I'm not with them. I don't want to be with them, but it's a nice compliment, you know? Because like, you know, if we look good together,
so you're just hoeing, right?
No. If we look good together, it makes me look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna have a girl that's not gonna make me look good in public. You know? It's just like, if she's associated as someone that could potentially be my girlfriend, people be like, "Ooh, he could pull that," and it boosts your self-esteem. It's a nice self-esteem boost. So I really appreciate that.
But
worst
I think
case scenario. I feel like worst case scenario for something like that is like, yeah, they might think you're a girl, but it's like, if they're really that ugly, bro, no lie, they'll probably get like cousin status. Like, oh, that must be his sister, or which might be a little worse, because like, all right, so you think we're related? That's kind of crazy.
I'm not gonna hold y'all. I've never said this before, right? But I was out with my ex once, and a random old black man thought that was my sister. I was definitely sick, without a doubt.
No, we gotta break up today.
You know what I'm saying? So that's also part of the reason why, if I'm Haitian, I'm not dating another Haitian girl, because chances are we might be related. And I don't want to go through that whole process. I mean, or look related.
Too slim. It's too narrow. It's too narrow.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. But then, what were you gonna say, Irvin?
I was gonna go back to that thing. You know how like people are looking at you guys at the outside? I think that's how that conversation starts, because when people are thinking that about you and they tell you that, obviously, like some people will keep it to themselves, but at some point, someone's gonna be so blatant and say it. You guys have to address it.
Okay. And then, so how would you guys personally deal with having your best friend have feelings for you? Like, does it make you feel awkward? Does it make you not want to be friends with them?
I'll go first. I mean, I guess if that was the case, it'd be a little weird. I mean, obviously not, because like I'm in a whole relationship. But like, let's say if I wasn't,
Exactly.
I feel like it'd be weird because it's like, you know, let's say if we got like 2-3 years into this friendship or whatever, we're real close.
Right.
It's like, it's not necessarily one of those things where it's like, oh, this could ruin our friendship, but it'll definitely make things a lot more awkward. Because
Right.
now it feels like if you do confess to this person, that's a one-sided love affair. So that's why most of those friendships end up breaking off, because it's like, well, I can't be friends with you. You know what I'm
And
saying?
everything you do is under a microscope, because it's like,
Right.
you like me. So maybe you're doing this because you like me and not because we're
Right.
actually friends.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
now we can't go out to parties together. We can't go to the movies together because all that stuff
Can't be
that
dancing with
I
you
was doing,
because
right, all the stuff I was doing with you platonically, you know what I'm saying?
you
Now, I
was
thought
catching feelings
you-
over.
You were catching feelings for. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's not what we're doing today. It's not what we're doing tomorrow, not the day after that. So it's like, you have to make that decision. You have to really sit there and consciously make that decision as to whether, one, you want to either ruin or further that relationship in that way,
Right.
or two, bottle your emotions and stay as a friend. Now, I personally don't think you should do that. I also don't think you should just be out here. Like, I don't think you should bottle up your feelings and not tell the person.
Right.
But I would understand if you don't want to sacrifice your friendship with that person.
Right.
Just for the simple sake of like you have time in. But at the same time, it's like, if you're gonna bottle them up, don't try and fuck them like 4 or 5 years later as like, you know what I'm saying, like, gotta do it. Like, that's just not, you know what I'm saying, that just don't make no sense. You're not helping nobody. You're definitely not helping yourself. And that's just, now it's just like, all right, now what?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I definitely agree with what you were saying, because for me, it's like if I was to find out one of my female friends had a crush on me, I wouldn't be insulted. I would be taken aback, and I'd probably be a little bit awkward because I don't want to hurt their feelings at the same time. But at the same time, I also want to be careful what I'm doing so I don't facilitate any further feelings that they might have for me. Like, I don't want to encourage these feelings and be like, oh, he likes me back. Like, I never want to play with anybody. Like, I'm a jokester and everything, but when it comes to people's feelings, I'll never like lead someone on, especially if I don't like them, because then I just get creeped out when people like me, and I don't like them back.
Nah, fact.
Yeah.
Honestly, if she's being kind of forward about it, it's something that I can at least, you know, give you the decency and respect to at least talk about. And also, I would give it a chance to go to a certain extent. But then if we realize it's not working, then we just got to cut it off before it gets too far. That's it.
Right. And what do you guys consider to be the boundaries of a friendship of the opposite sex? Like, is there any boundaries, or is there like crossing the line?
Yeah, no, there's plenty.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying
Y'all
don't
can't be
fall.
making out.
Yo,
Obviously.
right, obviously.
I mean,
bro.
nah, because that's a good point, because a lot of people be doing that and be like, but we just friends though. And then someone will catch feelings and they'd be like, why'd you catch feelings? Listen,
That's like
I've
that
heard
Who
meme.
makes someone just their friends?
That's like
bro,
the
I've
meme
heard
from,
stories. I'm not talking about myself. I'm not even trying to do that. But I've heard stories of like a girl, like she'll kiss a guy, the guy catches feelings, so she's like, I don't understand why he got feelings. And I'm like, because you knew he liked you and you kissed him anyways. So
Like,
then,
I thought you only kiss people you like. That
yeah,
like
but
that.
a lot of people just do it just to see what happens. Like, I want to see if there's a spark. Like, listen.
I think the borderline would be y'all just cuddling. After cuddling, whatever.
Yeah.
Past
Yeah.
that, now we got questions.
Yeah, I think cuddling is the limit, because maybe you're cold. You know, maybe y'all watching a movie, trying to get cozy.
It's just reaction.
You never cuddle with one of your guy friends?
No.
Okay, well now we know.
I mean,
Also,
now we know.
I might be
I'm
like,
sick.
hey, and like let go, but
Not like full on like relationship cuddles. There's mad different types of cuddling. But anyway,
Okay.
before we get cut off, I want to ask you guys one more question. Do you think you can have a friend of the opposite sex while being in a relationship?
yes.
Yeah.
Firmly, yes.
Do any of you guys have friends of the opposite sex while being in a relationship
Yes.
that you hang out with?
Bro, I hang out with y'all. I don't even leave this house.
I said,
I mean, like, I have a couple that I hang out with like every so often, but like Khalil knows them.
But never alone though. I
together.
feel like you can never hang out alone once you are in a relationship.
No, I've hung out alone with my male friends. The other day, one of them picked me up and we went driving. Like,
Right.
Isn't
Close
that a
like-
date?
Close like, damn, I have his license plate.
no, it's not a date because he's my friend.
Turbo Harachi.
We met at work. He's cool as fuck.
I'm not gonna lie. As a guy, if I know a girl, right, and I might be interested in her, and she's hanging out with me even though she has a boyfriend, I might be like,
Oh wait, should I also mention too? He also is in a relationship too. Like he has.
well, all right, that makes it better. But people always cheat, so I'm just saying. I'm just saying it is what it is.
Yeah.
What's going
So-
on, Irvin?
So I have mixed emotions about it because there's been one time I've decided to actually date and I cut off all of my female friends
hmm
because I was dealing with a person that was jealous at the time, and they would get very jealous of my female friends and be questionable about the boundaries that we have.
Right.
hmm
So at that point, I made a decision. Let me just cut this off.
Before it gets any more serious.
Well,
Well,
not even just before it gets serious. I think a lot of guys, especially in their teenage years, especially when you're dealing with probably like your first or second significant other, like early teens, you kind of make a decision as a guy, like, let me just cut off my female friends because I'm seeing this girl.
Naturally, yeah, because you associate your female friends as competition, even though they shouldn't be.
No,
I feel like
I don't-
that's just such a fucked up theory, though.
No, it definitely is. That's
I
not how
mean,
it
now
should
that
be.
I'm grown, like when I was younger, like 15, 16, oh, I totally felt like that. Like,
Yeah.
no, you can have no
Yeah.
female friends. It's just
Yeah.
me. But now
Yeah.
that I'm grown and older, like, that's
Yeah.
insecure. Like,
No,
you
yes,
have to
that's
be
insecure.
secure enough with your man, your significant other, and be like, when he goes out in the world or she goes out in the world, like, they're only thinking about me and I'm the only person that matters.
Exactly. And that's why
And that's it. But if you have a feeling in your heart where it's like, I can't trust that person, if you can't trust them around a friend who's a female,
then you can't be
you
with
don't
them.
need to be together.
Exactly.
There's no need.
And that's why,
And-
like, for me, whoever I date, whoever I'm with, they gotta understand I have a lot of female friends. And that's not gonna
Yeah,
change.
like,
So deal with
you
it.
just,
That's one thing you're not accounting for is like if you have a female friend, like a couple female friends, normally they treat you like a female too. Like that's like you're not
Yeah.
like some piece of eye candy. You're low key one of the girls, bro. So it's
Right.
like if you go out with a group of girls, let's say like 3 or 4,
She's
like
not gonna
and
be-
y'all all go out to get drinks, like yeah, bro, you're one of the girls.
And you're the only guy there, you're most likely one of the girls.
You're one of the
Facts.
girls,
But-
and there's nothing wrong with that.
I do think it's different if they like you.
Margarita too.
when I'm chilling with my guy friends, like, when I'm chilling with my guy friends, we talk about cars, like, we talk about, like, sports and all that other shit. Like, I
Right.
wouldn't talk about my female friends. And I
I
get
do-
to let that tomboy side out of me that I can't do with my girly friends, you know?
That's a perfect, yeah. Because you got different sides to yourself, you expose it to different people. So that
No,
makes
seriously.
that makes perfect sense. I do think it's different, however, if the person that you are friends with used to like you. And it's
Yeah,
significant
no,
other
then that's a
finds out.
problem.
I feel like, all right, at that point, maybe you guys shouldn't hang out if you guys have prior history. You agree, Irvin?
Nah, you guys can get over
Well-
it. But you guys gonna have to address the question every single time you get into a relationship.
No. I'm not saying it's okay not to hang
Yeah.
out with them. I'm just saying I can understand if your
Mhm.
significant other wasn't okay with you guys hanging out.
It really
That's
depends on
different.
the person.
Yeah, definitely. And how
Like,
close you guys
who
were.
the ex person is.
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely. All right, but with that being said, I appreciate you guys all for talking today. I love your viewpoints, even Kane's. And welcome to the Zone, friends, and we'll be back. Thank you for watching.